Trey's back. New setup. Same setup for me. New shirt. It's actually not a new shirt, but I don't wear it that often, so, you know.
Same shirt.
Same shirt.
Different hair. New PC, though.
Oh, bang. I've honestly was thinking about it because my PC is now, I want to say 4 and a bit years old. And sometimes when I've got so much going on, a million tabs, and I'm trying to watch the games, my Chrome tab will just crash and it will say, you know, it says, snap, like that thing. Basically, it's run out of RAM.
Mine done that on our YouTube streams on my old PC.
Yeah. It's run out of RAM is what it is, because Chrome just eats RAM like crazy. But I got 32 gigs of RAM, but it's probably DDR3 RAM or something, and I think now they're on like DDR5. So I might need to whip out the company card. You know what I'm saying?
No, listen. I unboxed the PC, and then loads of parts fell out of it. Like, not like actual parts, but we're talking like metal clips and shit. I said, I didn't buy this for it to build it myself. So what's all these parts doing? No, right, let me scan this real quick.
I hear you. Joshua says Trey sounds several feet away from his mic.
I can sort that out.
All good. This. Doug Sensor Abner with the DDR6. Them boys are here. Yeah, we're back, baby. We're in for a good day. The CDL's back. I mean, we never left. Let's be real. Like, the match is finished Sunday. We came back Monday for a show. And now we're back on Friday. This is how we do it.
Is that better? Do I sound here?
It doesn't sound much different to me, to be honest. Oh. Trey, your mic sounds like it's using webcam mic. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but it does, like, he's not wrong. It does kind of sound like you're using not your normal mic. That's my opinion. But, Paul says, man, I'm missing today's games because of work, but off tomorrow at least. All good.
Oh, why didn't you tell me?
Oh my god, there we go. Well, I didn't recognize it till now. Fucking hell, I had that shit so loud.
Bro,
he's back. Well, I didn't realize it sounded that bad though until he pointed it out.
You know what I sound like, bro. Like, why would you, bro?
Here we go. Wow, that was so loud for a second though. All right, we're back. Yeah, testing chat. I was thinking something sounded off. I was more focused on your bloody camera being on like negative ISO. Look at it.
Bro, let me bust up some ISO real quick.
That's the shit I was doing to Trey when I was messing around with the settings before. Yeah, I set him up. All good. I set him up. Trey sounds like he's using 2 paper cups and a string. No, it's because I got a nice headset on, so like it sounded bad, but not like that bad, you know. But if you're listening to that out of a phone, yeah, on God.
Yeah, it sounds like I don't know. I don't even want to sound like what I heard. Bro, I don't even know what was set up.
No, you got cooked. Trey's moved everything around. But anyway, welcome to the show, everyone. We've got a lot to talk about today. It's an absolute pleasure. Let's get some likes on the stream. We'd appreciate it. You know, some likes, some comments, some subscriptions. We're also going to be giving away some bread today. We'll then move Trey around. So if you guys want some bread, then let me know. It doesn't really work like that. But like, you know, little special privileges to those who follow the show, and especially to the Generational Hate Club members. If you guys are looking, because I've run out of bread. I'm not gonna lie, I might need to start commenting on our shows because I'm running low on bread. My bread.
But you own it. Like, you can just.
Yeah, but like I try to, you know, I was like, I'm only at 97 bread. I need to get my bread up, so I need to start commenting and shit on the site.
Yo, I might have a pack open low key.
PD, welcome back to the Generational. You are the man. Yeah, bread giveaway. People are going to say bread in the chat. I'm not exactly sure how the giveaway is going to be done. I don't make the rules, but you know, some people will be getting some bread. So, you know, just
hang on. What do you mean?
Rest assured.
What do you mean? I've got 127 bread.
Yeah, you need to lock in. You need to lock in, Sunshine. Get those bread numbers up.
Event. We got packs to open at the event.
Can't cook the economy just yet. Well, it's like quantitative easing, isn't it, chat? For those who know. Like, if I'm pumping my own account full of bread, I'm gonna it's gonna be inflation. It's just what it is. So we can't be having that. So I play by the rules, you know. I play by the rules, unlike the Federal Reserve. Shout out Ace the Stocksman. You know, like I was thinking the other day, I know Ace haven't been on in a little while, but man, as and when he is, we've got to talk about this whole Pred Envoy thing because wow, it's been a pleasure. Josh says, congrats, my boy, Trey Zero, on a new coaching opportunity. Maybe you're looking to coach last year, so it's amazing to hear your continued success. Bro, Trey does everything. Trey does what he wants.
Listen, I'm doing everything, all right? You know, everyone was like, yeah, I got a few messages here. What, you're not doing Breaking Point? Don't check it. Motherfucker, listen, at the events, I'm still doing the shows.
Oh, God.
The watch parties, you know, I already spoke to, you know, Omit about it. I'm on the watch parties at the event. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying. Me and Rab are doing a whole watch party for the whole event.
That's my boy.
I'm locked in.
It's actually going to be a fire spot,
you know?
As well. Like, where we're going to be. It's just going to be so sick.
Like, the watch party, the whole event, me and Rab are there. You know?
Yeah, so Trey will be doing this thing. You know how it is. But yeah, appreciate you, Joshua. Thanks very much.
But I got... Also, you know, I did put in our Breaking Point chat, you know, if someone does, you know, gift like a $5 donation, you know, maybe we can throw him some bread. But unfortunately, Josh, you donated $4.99, so
unlucky bread for you, Josh. But yeah, so if you do drop a super chat, we're not like, we're just, you know, this is how it's going to be. If people would super chat, feel free to drop your Breaking Point account name or user ID in the chat, and the admins will have a look and see if we can deposit you a little bit of bread. You know what I'm saying? Because I also run out of bread, so I might need to super chat to get some bread. But anyway, I've got some cards in the inventory. I'm hoping that maybe Hydra could cook me something up this weekend. He obviously had an absolute blinder. I did want to quickly look at these cards before we talk about some other things, because it's kind of a joke. Like, have a look at this, chat. If you guys haven't seen these cards yet. These are the LA Thieves cards for the championship. Yeah, Joshua there with the $10. Give me bread, Trey. Okay, let's go. Take a note. I'm not exactly sure what the team needs for your Breaking Point account name for the bread.
Username.
It might just be username. I know that if you go to your profile in the URL box, it will have like a number, which is effectively your account number. But anyway, that's all I know. I'm not technical like that.
Yeah, we're not running it like FIFA, by the way. We're not like, it's not like, you know, you buy some FIFA points or you donate to us. And,
yeah, exactly.
You know,
we just want to like
if
people want to support the show, we want to like give, because we can give out bread. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're not trying to.
Yeah, we can give out bread. We're not giving you real money because, you know, we're trying to make that. But
yeah, exactly. But anyway, scrap back at it again with another 99.
Hey, fire! This whole team was fire.
But these cards are insane. But like, honestly, I'm not even nutting. If I'm nature, I'm not even like nutted over the cards. I'm nutted over the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at that though.
Well, talking of nature, did you hear what he said about the boys?
What, locked in till 26? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did say that. So I got the clip here actually. I mean, we're not going to play it because like we know what he says, but yeah, he said that they got contracts. It makes sense. I mean, okay, Trey, when you were competing, do the contracts have to be 1+1? Because nowadays, okay, they always could be something different. But that was like the standard contract, whereas nowadays teams are signing different contracts.
I think when the league first came out, 1+1s were like the standard, but now you can just sign like 6 months if you really wanted to. Okay,
yeah, sure. But like I think probably Nadeshot's got these on like a 2+1 or something, which makes sense.
He'd be stupid not to.
Yeah,
and it's like the whole OpTic thing. Like even if like let's say Ghosty fucking shits the sheets for the next fucking whole year, someone's still gonna buy him, you know? Someone's still gonna pay for him if they wanted to drop him. So end of the day, it's whatever.
Thanks Pixelverse for the 10. Give me a pack. We will make that happen. Do not worry about it. Hopefully your pack is good after all this effort. No, honestly, like if I see someone pulling another Wixel card, like, you know, respectfully, gonna be fuming. But yeah, so I think it's big for Thieves. Obviously, look, we talked about the off season before, the potential Saudi teams coming in. I know my webcam's flickering a little bit. I'll try and figure that out. But like, if that actually, yeah, you see, I just locked in real quick on my ISO, little 125.
He's gone Barbados from
Bang! So yeah,
From Brighton to Barb's.
yeah, that was honestly me walking outside today. It's cooking over. I've actually got the fan on. Can you believe it? It's only May.
I had my AC on. I don't want to flex, but I had the AC on.
Nah, I got the AC on in the bed. I ain't got enough of that for the whole house, unfortunately. But yeah, thanks all for joining that. We only got 30 likes on the stream. I'm thinking we hit 100, like right now, actually. So anyway, Nate Shot comes through. 2026 contracts. Like at the end of the day, I don't know what the Falcons are going to do. I don't know what Twisted Minds are going to do. I don't know what Alcazar are going to do. Like they might come in and try and put the hammer down. But like, this is the super team that we expected when the season first came around, and that's what they're looking like. I mean, it's actually just a joke how consistent this is. Like, Scrap's on a 99, Hydra's on a 99. Actually, what I love most about this, I think, is the stats for Envoy and Ghosty, because so if you look at Hydra and Scrap, they are purple at least in something in kills and damage, right? So like kills and damage, Scrap as always is purple and everything. But in objective, it's Envoy's purple in hardpoint and control objective. Ghosty's purple in hardpoint and control objective for his role. So like that's just when you have a team like Thieves, it's pretty easy. You just say, look, Scrap and Hydra just get kills, and then Envoy Ghosty will just do all the objective work, and then they just get so many kills that you just win the game. So it's kind of easy.
If I'm Ghosty Envoy, I'm bowing down. You send Hydra in there, he's like, minimum 2. And you're like, I guess I'll run in there and pick up the 3rd. Cheers, Paco. Thank you very much. Absolute pleasure. Lion Man cooks for these cards every time, though.
Oh, they honestly, I swear they look better every stage. Oh, I kind of did you dirty there, but all good. We're back. I made the cameras pause for a second. It's kind of my bad. All good.
Yeah.
All good. not the best full picture I could have done. Okay, y'all think Scrap can take Forward's title? Look, all I'm saying is after the major, we did that tweet. I think Pleb did the tweet, and he was like, "Yo, is this the new T2P?" You know what I'm saying? And people were like, that's Glaze, it's too early. Which, okay, fair enough. In terms of, it's obviously too early to compare them to Scump Formal on that kind of level. But we've not seen a duo run the league like this since then. And okay, they've won one event in a row. So, all right. But, you can understand where the comparisons are there, because it's been basically a decade since anyone has done anything like this. Even you look at the Faze duo, the Faze situation. Simp and Cell ain't quite the same. Do you know what I mean? Not saying they're not as good at players. It's just as a dynamic, heavy slaying SMG, heavy slaying AR with insane pace. We've not had that until these two, pretty much. My opinion.
Yeah, I mean, pace-wise, they're on the same. They're on the same page with it. It's Cell and Simp aren't on the same page in terms of pacing wise when they're running around together, but you look at Paco and Ernie, Scrap and Hydra, it's usually one of them going in for the trade after the other. It's never ending. This whole team's a pleasure to watch. I think they are, like you say every week, I think you say they're the best team. I think they are the most methodical team to watch play COD. Everything they do is perfect, but they can still lose. But I think they're the best team to watch in the game, if you know what I mean. They play near perfect COD.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's only a matter of time until they want him. We'll see if it's even possible to. I mean, it is obviously possible to stop them, but right now their last 2 online splits have been just absolutely ridiculous. And then they finally converted this one.
I was in the car on the way home today, vibing out. Got some stuff, picked up some shit. And I was sat in the car, I was thinking, I see people doing these tier lists for the teams. And obviously you've always got LA Thieves and Faze, right? You've always got them in S tier. Where the hell would you put Seattle right now? Because you always have Faze S tier because they've won 2 events this year. All right. LA Thieves, we've always had an S tier, even though they didn't win an event. They got knocked out earlier the other one, and they came second. Seattle just made back-to-back finals, but didn't win a map in either of the finals.
Sure, yeah.
Are they an S tier team, or they're an A tier team?
Surge can't be S, but like, the thing is, I think you can put them above FaZe now. I think after the most recent event, but they've beaten them like 3 times in a row now.
Yeah, but they've not won, and FaZe has
well,
won 2.
That is true. It is true. But in terms of like what, look, they play tonight. Who am I picking to win? I'm picking Surge.
I picked Surge to win.
You know what I'm saying?
I picked Surge to win, but then like they have beaten that many times, and then in the finals, it was BTA.
It was belt to us, yeah. And yeah, I do get it, right? It is tough to split those two.
We put LA Thieves in S tier when they didn't win an event.
Yeah, but like that was just ball knowledge. You know, this is ball knowledge. So yeah, the haters gonna keep hating, but I will be here.
Listen, I was in the car and I was like, I'll just think about. Oh, fucking hell!
Fucking hell! Here we go. Pixelverse with the 20. How far can I go receipt? Okay, yeah, we will have to put limits on the bread receipts, because if someone donates like 500 packs, we can't promise that we're going to give them like 1,000 packs or whatever. But we will definitely get you some more bread. But I do appreciate you. Got a Dashi and 2 multis for the last one. No, imagine we could rig it like special bread got special cards. I don't know. We'll see.
Right, we're actually gonna get fined by the gambling laws if we do that.
Yeah, exactly. No, we gotta be careful.
Imagine me and you in court because of fucking me and you in court.
We get Ina Dog as our lawyer. Oh God, imagine.
Oh well, we're going to prison.
That'd be entertaining.
Hold on, I'm gonna give 50 and see how much I can get.
Like, honestly, hold your horses. Hold your horses a second.
If you give 50, I can't promise how much.
Exactly, I can't promise. 50, I can't promise.
You're gonna get bread.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, okay, all good. We are instantly corrupt. What do these cards do? Well, the cards will do more in the future because you'll be able to present the cards on. The cards earn you bread. So like if you have the card and then the player performs well, you earn bread to get more cards. But then also you can upgrade the cards and you can at some point present them on your profile.
This is like pre-ordering basically. Like you're just pre-ordering good cards until we figure out what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then hopefully we'll be able to like trade cards and stuff like that at some point. And then there'll be advantages for holding a certain card in terms of like features you can have on the site and the way your name gets displayed. And we got some ideas. You know how it is. And
we'll probably do like a giveaway for whoever makes the most bread in a stage or something like that. Something like that. Because I can, you guys want a scuff controller? I can get you guys a scuff controller for winning the bread of the major. Bread winner of the major or something like that. Major bread winner.
Bro, imagine you could redeem bread for like a scuff. Now we're cooking with insane gas. Okay, we'll see. We'll leave that to the team.
Yeah.
Leave that to the team. Anyway, that's the Los Angeles Thieves. Appreciate all you guys. Let's talk a little bit of Rostermania. Actually, how many likes we got on the stream? 61? No, we got 70. Okay.
All right, get it to 100, we'll talk Rostermania.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Get it to 100, we'll talk about Rostermania.
Get it to 200, we'll roast OpTic Texas. Thoughts?
Yeah, get us to 200 likes, we'll actually go rogue. But, Rab, until they reach those likes, how's your day been?
Absolutely sensational. It's in the pool today. It's been sunny. Honestly, I'm getting quicker. Like I swam 100 free today in 53, which is getting there. It is getting there. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty funny though, like, because before I do like a little sprint session, obviously you have to rest for a couple of minutes. So then there was this woman, I'm in the fast lane obviously, but I'm just waiting at the end, like just chilling. But I'm the only one in the fast lane.
So she gets in. Fucking swim.
Yeah, so she gets in thinking like, sound like, because there was 2 people in the lane next to me, there's 2 people laying over. So she was thinking, she wasn't bad, but she got in my lane, and I was like, I'm gonna feel bad about this, but like I gotta do it. So she was sitting at the end of the lane, and I was just fucking bombing it, for these 5 legs, and after the second leg, I saw she just like scoot over to the next one. She's like, I'm not trying to fuck with that. So I felt a bit bad, but it's what it is. I got out after that anyway. But yeah, how's your day been? You hit gym this morning?
How long? I ain't hit gym in a few days, man. Listen, we got a house renovation going on right now. The whole fucking kitchen's been taken down. We've run into some issues, an extra 10, 15 grand on top of what we thought we were, you know. Listen, hey, you guys have got to listen. An extra 10, 15 bags, man. Like, come on, man.
Come on, man. Yeah, she didn't want to chow me. She didn't want to chow me, but all good.
It's not go on, man.
All right, we got 100 likes. Let's run it. So Cloud9, they blew it up. They made the change. They made the 2-man change. They did the thing. Look, I guess my first point is, well, the first thing that's kind of funny here is that Tupac gets himself dropped again somehow. Which I kind of felt a bit bad for that. But like, I forgot he was even with them. I'm not gonna lie.
So did I, bro. Oh my god.
The only time I seen him at the event, I saw him in Dallas with the Cloud9 team. I was like, oh shit, I forgot he was working for them.
Bro, the only time I remember him being on the team was when he called his team.
Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. No way. Wait, I might have to find that clip real quick. Stream knows what we're talking about anyway.
Bro, it was a
Imagine
tweet.
You did that for your Omit team.
I mean,
it might need to happen. Hold the voice accountable.
Bro, that's just what it is, bro. If you're doing you know, shit, then it's just you know, this is how it is.
Trying to see if I can find this tweet real quick. Might be about, don't know. Someone will have it. I mean, it was in a video I made back in the day anyway. But you know what I'm saying. So Tupac was with the team and now he's been dropped. So kind of tough because I know Tupac did that tweet a few months ago where he said budget cuts. How many tweets does he do? Does he do enough? If I can quickly scroll back and find it. Yeah, I think I've probably got enough for him to scroll back and find it. So he did a tweet at some point when Faze weren't looking so hot, and he said budget cuts, kind of implying that the team, here we go, December 14th, budget cuts, because Faze weren't looking so hot, and then they dropped him because they ran out of money, and obviously now it's kind of happened again. So, you know, it is what it is. This is, to be honest, this is just what Cloud9 is. Probably not. I'm just like, you know, I'm just saying. This is just what Cloud9 do.
They can't win an S&D, and they're like, oh, what are we paying this guy for?
Well, of course, yeah. So
he's our S&D specialist, and we can't win one.
Yeah, it's never a good look. So Tupac's out of there. It's a tough gig in it being a search and destroy coach. You know what I'm saying? It's a tough gig. And then where do you go next? Well, I mean, it's tough to keep your job. That's what I mean. Like,
bro, he should have got. I ain't gonna lie. He probably should have got dropped after he called his team. You know what I'm saying?
I still can't believe that shit. So yeah,
like if they didn't come to me and was like, "Oh, Tupac, what the fuck? Trey, what's happening? Why are we winning S&D?" I don't know. Guys are just.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Wait, PD's got the tweet. Wait, the tweet's still live. Oh, go to site. Bang! Let's go. We found it. I could have searched for it on his Twitter account, but I didn't think we was gonna find it.
Can we like read that out like fully or not?
I think we can. There's nothing stopping us doing it on YouTube.
Am I reading it? Or you reading it?
Little Mexican stand-up. No, I read it. I don't care. What answers do you want, bro? It's quite clear we are retarded, says Tupac Thug Lord. 18th of January 2025, and this tweet is still live, so maybe the Cloud9 owners, they finally found it and they decided to kick him out of the team. Like,
he's not going, oh, it's just, you know, retarded plays or this and that. He goes, quite simply, we're retarded.
Yeah, exactly. Sensational work, really. So, you know, I mean, that was how many, 4 months ago now, whatever it is. So now he's gone. So it's, you know, Eda says, okay, when you don't notice a difference with or without him, it makes it obvious search and destroy coaches add no value. I know Eda's popping off because, Raven's done the same thing, right? They brought in Mayhem. So, She's not very happy because there's, Dylan Rex and all that. But look, I think she might have cooked for this one. I think if you're going to be a coach, you're probably got to be a more like well-rounded coach. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think if you're going to be a coach, there's 3 game modes. It's not exactly rocket science.
Yeah.
You've got 3 game modes to learn. One of them's dumb as hell. It's TDM. I'm sure you and your team can work together and come up with a way to play CDO S&D. That's like me saying, you know what, boys, we suck at P4 on Hacienda. I'm gonna hire a P4 Hacienda coach, and we're gonna fucking.
Yeah, I remember when we had a joke about that on stream. But I agree. Like every single team that's had a dedicated search coach, with the exception of Tupac and Faze, but like it was Faze.
Yeah, but.
Hasn't
Faze gotten better at S&D without him?
Well, arguably, yeah. Like, I just tell it. You remember when Seattle Surge had, was it Equip? Whatever his name was. I'm not saying he's necessarily like bad, right? But like, they were ass at search. They were the worst search team of all time, and they had a search and destroy coach. So,
Listen, if I'm an organization, I have an S&D coach, and I'm not winning S&Ds in the first month, I'm sacking him.
Yeah,
he's gone.
Yeah, I mean, surely you got enough coaches. Boys can figure it out themselves.
You're one coach, and one analyst should be able to fucking lock in and be like, right, this is what we need to do.
You also got 4 of the best players on the planet who have played search for 15 years.
I would throw my boys out there, let them figure out what's going on. If they need help with S&D, they need help with S&D. I'm not gonna lie. There's, let them figure it out in S&D. I'll help them out, learn spawns and shit like that. But in the S&D round, that's on them.
Especially because like mid-game adaptations, it's I guess you can try and teach it, but it's probably not going to hit.
And it's also team S&D is so much more different to CDO. Sorry, I worded that wrong. Like CDO team S&D is so much more different to these S&D tournaments that you play with. Tupac, one of the greatest S&D players alive. All right. Might not work in some CDO team S&D because that's just not how it works. You go watch how those S&D money 8s plays. Oh my god, it is the most brain rot shit of all time. There's not a single setup there. Just run.
Anyway, so Tupac's gone. Wishing the best. Attach and Mac, they're also gone. I mean, look. Question for me is they probably should have done this before now. Let's be real. They should have done it after last major, after Dallas. Back then, would it have been a 2-man move? Probably not. I mean, we know that they trialed Cap for Attach back then. Now they've done it, but they've not really done it because technically they've brought Cap in for Mac, really. And we'll see that right about now. So Attach is gone, Mac is gone, and Capsidal and Spart are back in. The Capsidal change, look, whatever you think of Capsidal as a player, look, I think he's talented. I think he's a good fit for this type of team right now. Is he a player that I would try and build around if I'm trying to form a championship-winning team? No. But is he a player who plays pretty loosey-goosey with it? And he can probably fit with the way Cloud9 need to try and play around Sib. I think Sib and Cap are going to probably be quite a good duo together. I think they want to play with each other as well. That's been a big talking point. So like that's fine to me. Like, that's fine. Honestly, I thought that they were going to do the minus attach plus Cap Mac to flex thing. But obviously, they ain't doing that. Mac's gone as well, and Spart's coming in. So, bit of a weird one, right? Because this season, there's been such it's like a dichotomy, right? Between people that say, oh, Mercules is the truth, and there's plenty of other up-and-coming talented youngsters out there who should be getting spots, versus, oh, well, Neptune was in the league, then he wasn't, now he's back in and he's killing it, right? So there's, I'm not saying that one's wrong or one's right. My general preference is towards newer talent that we've not seen before, but I also see the value in like a player who has been there before, been out of the league, improved, and now is coming back in. Certain players that works for, certain players it doesn't. Most changes like that I don't like. So I'm a bit 50-50 on this trade.
I think the team just needed a change. Regardless, it's one of these ones where they should have just got Mac in straight away. Not Mac, sorry. They should have got Cap in straight away when they trialed him. Obviously, the trial went well for one day or something like that. And you know how I feel about trialing a player and keeping the same roster. It never works out. We saw it with Vivid. We saw it with the C9 team. now they've screwed themselves over because now they literally have to go rogue this whole stage. Not only do they have to overtake Rocker, they have to overtake OpTic too. And, you know, OpTic are staying as a 4-2, so maybe, you know, the league's looking at that like, oh, shit, like, they didn't pick up Merc, they didn't do that, they didn't do this, like, I'm okay. Like, this is cool. It's not like they got stronger or weaker, they're just staying as a 4, let's see how it goes. But these guys, they've made a change. They should have made it before the major, and then if Mac was still not playing well or whatever they thought it was, then boom, they make another change. Is this change going to get him to champs? Low-key, I actually do like this change. It's a lot of pace, it's a lot of aggression, which I feel like this team lacked. And a lot of people, hopefully Spark doesn't have one of his crash outs again. He did have a crazy crash out last time, and you know, Cap's just one of those players that keeps coming in and out of the league. So hopefully that stops too, because this brother's been in and out. He's like, he's in for a few months and out for a few months, in for a few months. Now he's back in for the rest of this, and respectfully, this is now their EWC team.
That is how it looks, yeah. That does seem to be the strategy.
So if they don't make champs, then this is their EWC team.
It's also the type of shit that Cloud9 will do.
Yeah.
Ayosh said, is it confirmed which Saudi orgs are coming in? Still a bit unclear. I mean, to my understanding, it's twisted minds in this Al Qudsiya gaming team, but that could just be wrong. I mean, it's not confirmed. It's far from confirmed.
You want me to do a little bit of digging? I can do a little bit of digging.
Yeah, we could find out. I'm sure we'll find out probably in approximately 3 weeks' time.
I will find out May the 22nd.
That's a good date.
Something like that. Or
Prodigy, do we get the first bread pack for free? If you're on the site and you add a profile picture and do everything else, then you'll get, and make a couple of comments, you should get enough bread to nearly get a pack, in my opinion. Oh yeah, when I say buy the Citizens Efficient Funds, good question. BP will answer your chat, hopefully in the comments.
Or you donate $100 and we'll give you a pack.
Yeah, one pack, $100. It's a good rule.
One pack.
That is a good rule. So yeah, look, we'll see how Cloud9 get on. Look, I honestly don't hate it. I agree with you. I think they should make a change. I like the fact that the strategy is going to be, okay, let's just add pace and try and bowl over other teams in hardpoint. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm honestly okay with that strategy. I just think they probably should have done it earlier. Max started strong. Look, I'm not going to lie, there's some friendship cheese going on here. Attach hasn't been, as much as I like Attach, and I hope that he'll stay competing. I don't know how likely that is. I mean, we'll see what happens next in terms of whether he gets an opportunity next year or what his plans are to do, because, you know, great personality in the scene. I feel like this was coming for a little bit of time, and obviously with Mac as well, it's just a tricky one, right? Because if Lamar wasn't coaching the team, Attach probably has gone a little bit earlier than this, and maybe Mac never even gets the spot in the first place, which could have been good or bad, really. But the fact that they're making the change now, it's just so tricky. And the thing is, champs for them is borderline impossible just because of their qualifier schedule. Because, so Rocker and OpTic, they have not easy runs, but they have easier runs, right? So OpTic play, we'll obviously talk about this in a second, but OpTic plays Surge, Boston, Ravens, Gentlemates, Toronto, right? So not super easy, but obviously a couple of difficult series in there, but they will hope that they can at least win 3 of that. They might only win 2, but it's 2 or 3 wins, I think, for OpTic, you've got to think. Rocker play the same teams, but apart from Boston, they play Falcons, but they also play Surge, Toronto, Ravens, and Gentlemates. So again, Rocker are thinking at least 2 wins, probably 3. You know, maybe you can even go better than that. So that's 20, 30 points, both of those teams again. Cloud9, bless their hearts, they play Falcons, Toronto, Faze, Miami, Thieves. So, you know.
Yeah, see you in Riyadh.
Yes, see you in Riyadh, brothers. See you in Riyadh. It's a tough run. It's like they could get maybe 2 in, you know, they could get maybe 2. I mean, they have to beat Falcons tonight, obviously. Like, if they lose to Falcons tonight, it's cooked. It's just super cooked. So, tonight's a big series against the Falcons.
These matches are going to be exciting.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, they are.
Let's hope the league hypes it up more than we do.
The league does an okay, like, the league do an okay job. I want to give them some credit, but, you know, sometimes I feel like they could go harder on the storylines because they got to make it clear.
I just want to see like a fire video graphic or something like that, you know.
Bro, they ain't got the bread for that. They need to drop a dodo. No, but like back in the day, they would actually do that stuff. They would be dropping hype videos for matches, but probably not today, ladies and gentlemen. So I think they might be better, but the reality is they probably need to turn up to the major and have an absolute masterclass. And to do that, they're probably going to need to get at least 2 wins to start in winners bracket, which is going to be a challenge. But who knows? They can maybe do it. It's a big weekend. They got to go 1-1, bare minimum. And the Toronto game, of course, is going to be tough. So that's Cloud9. Don't know where Matt goes from here.
PD linked here, the CDO metrics.
Let's have a little look at this. Hang on. Let me find it this way. Little CDL metrics tweet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like this shit. Expected wins graphic based on ELO data, probably. So Cloud9 sitting at expected 1.78 series wins from their run. Falcons
well, that ain't gonna get you.
Yeah, well, exactly. That probably ain't gonna get you to champs. Rocker looking at 2.6. Interesting. OpTic looking at 2. Boston at 2. LA Thieves at 4.5. Yeah, I mean, this is probably about what you'd expect.
They got Rocker making winner bracket. We might be on one here.
They have. I mean, can you imagine? And this is a hypothetical bracket. Whoa. Loser of LAT Boston OpTic play in the first round. I mean, we've actually never looked at a hypothetical bracket before a single qualifier has even been played. This is a new one.
If OpTic, bro, this could get crazy. Like, actually.
It is interesting to think about, though, that in terms of expected wins based on recent ELO performances and who they play, OpTic are expected to get losers bracket, which is kind of remarkable.
Yeah, listen, I'm definitely going to need to see... I'm going to need to see an OpTic loser bracket and a C9 Rocker winner bracket.
Wow, you imagine?
Wait, how sick would it be? Rocker make winner bracket, OpTic go loser bracket, and then Rocker lose the first round in winners and play OpTic.
I mean, it would be insane. There would be some bread on that series for sure. OpTic with 1.99 wins after this easy of a stage. Look, this is all hypothetical. This is hypothetical data points about their opinions on this. Oh, I think the stream cut out for a second, but hopefully we should be back. So the stream may have cut out. If it cut out for you guys, just hit a little refresh. My OBS had a little crash moment, but I think it's okay. We should be back in business. Appreciate all the support on the stream, by the way. If you guys want to drop it or like, that'd be appreciated. I think we're still here anyway. Yeah, okay. We had a little moment, but we're back. Okay, so Mercules. He had some options after the situation with Omit. He's still on Omit. As well, I don't exactly know if he's contracted precisely or what that situation looks like, but he is currently still playing for the Challengers team. There was possibly an option to go elsewhere, and people are saying, oh, well, he could have gone to Cloud9. That might have made sense instead of Sparts, like in the role for Attach. I think it certainly would have made sense for Cloud9. If there's issues with the stream chat, if you just refresh it, I think it should be okay. I know that YouTube player has been a bit funky for people before. People are saying F, but I think, okay, audio's cutting out every couple of seconds. Honestly, I think it's a YouTube thing, because on mine it should be fine. People are saying the audio keeps going.
It sounds fine for me too.
Okay, all good. I think just hit the refresh would be my recommendation. Nothing like, okay, Solo QT says still happening. Refresh again. Open on an incognito window. I mean, there's really not much I can do from mine. Okay, people saying it's fine, whatever. Let's just run it up. Okay, so Mercules was an option for Cloud9. I mean, I would frankly be shocked if they didn't approach him. I think that
they did.
They did approach him.
They did. There's a contract there. Apparently, it was fucking garbage.
Yeah, okay. I thought let's just talk about it, right? So, like, okay, yeah. I said this. So, someone commented on my video and were like, well, Mercules should have gone to Cloud9. What do you mean? It's a league offer, right? Like, it's a CDL offer on a respected team. Get to play with a guy like Sib, real talented player. Why would you turn it down? And it's like, well, I replied to him and said, look, apparently he had an offer that was pretty shit. Now, what that is as an offer is a question mark. First of all, obviously, from a monetary perspective, not great. But also what it potentially ties you down to, right? Because if you're Mercules, you join Cloud9, do you really want to be in that situation when that team is not looking good? As we've just seen, they're probably not going to make it to champs. It's going to be a long shot for them to make it. Okay, you guarantee yourself to play at the World Cup, but also you put yourself into potentially a pretty compromised situation. I don't imagine Sib wants to stay there too much longer with the way that things are currently going. So then you run the risk of being on a team that's going to, internally implode. And then what? Cloud9 are going to build around you next season if you're Merc? That's not really what you want. There might be offers out there from Falcons. There might be offers out there from OpTic that come through. Like, I think with Mercules, you've got to make decisions that make sense for your stock. I mean, there's also the option. I'm sure Toronto would have said, hey, do you want to be on our bench, like as an official contract? But then obviously you give that may be what he does, but then also you're giving power to Toronto to decide, like, there'll be a buyer involved there, right? It's like, okay, I'll sit on the bench. And if I join Toronto and sit on the bench, maybe if Major 4 doesn't go well, they sub me in for champs or something, right? Or maybe the end of Major 4. Like, it's not impossible if Toronto can't kick on as they expect to. But also then you're giving up your ability to say, okay, well, I want to go somewhere else, but Toronto are going to hold me hostage, right? But it's not really like that, but you know what I mean? You wouldn't have the full freedom to choose with no buyout involved.
Well, I heard the money wasn't the issue. I heard the money was not the issue on his contract. It was the other stuff that's tied in with it. So like you said, they could either be locking him in for next year or trying to give him like a clause where if they don't make champs, he doesn't get paid as much money or something like. You know how these contracts are. They especially, like I said, I'm just spitballing. I don't genuinely know. I know the monetary value of like straight salary was decent. It was nice. But the other stuff in the contract made it a little bit like, whoa, let me not do that. But you also got to understand as well, he probably got advice from some people like, bro, you got to understand what you're getting yourself involved with. You could just sit out for the rest of the year, play challenges. You made top 3 on your first CDL, like, debut. Everyone knows you're good. You could just hold out. He could join Toronto, which I still don't think is the greatest, I don't think that's the greatest thing to do. If you're going to not join a CDL team, just don't join one and just join one at the end of the year. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I think I agree. But the other point is obviously if Mercules had the OpTic offer, he would have gone there in a heartbeat. And, well, you'd presume so. But that obviously didn't happen, right? Because they've decided that they're going to stick it out and run it back again. And this has been the big talking point of the last couple of days is that OpTic have decided to stick with it. People obviously have their opinions. Yeah, I mean, Ake said that Skies must have blackmail on them. Jacob said he's shocked that they're running it back. I'm not so shocked, personally. I'm not so shocked. Do I think it's a bad decision? I mean, you are admitting that it's chalked on some level. Like, you're admitting that this year we ain't going to win anything and we're just going to try and make it to champs and be respectable for the fans. I think that's effectively the admission that they're making, not changing now. But also, given how bad the year's been, I get it. I actually don't hate it, which is strange for me to say because usually I rag on teams that settle for mediocrity. But in this case, I honestly think OpTic might be better off just running it out and then making moves in the off-season.
I think this is what's happened. I think they've either gone, yeah, we'll make a roster change, and Hex has gone, nah.
Yeah.
Look at all the roster changes we made this year. It ain't done shit. You guys are going to lock in. We're going to try and make champs. If we don't, fuck it. Off-season, EWC, whatever like that. Also, they might think they're actually working well with skies, like JP said in scrims. It looks great, and then we hit the main stage, we hit the games, and we don't look good at all. So maybe they're just trying to work on that. I don't know how much that is.
No, well, absolutely. Oh, bang! Yeah, with the 219. Is that Turkish lira? Don't know what that is. I mean, it's yellow, which means it's 10 plus, big ones. Hot take: after Saudi money gets involved and hogs all the superstars, OpTic will evolve into a mid-tier team with a fan base like Spurs. Wow, wow, that's tough. And 2024 will be the last champs that OpTic wins. I mean, look, it was 7 years since the last one, so OpTic fans are looking at 2031 for the next opportunity. Look, the thing is, OpTic will always have some level, like that level of pull to some degree, but the issue with OpTic is, I think they will, but it's like, the thing with OpTic is that they've got to align a lot of things. Like they don't just need the talent, they also need the culture and the winning piece and everything that goes with it. And I think that's why I wasn't expecting, even last year's OpTic, as much as I liked the Kenny move and I thought that was going to be valuable, I still wasn't even really expecting them to necessarily go as far as to win champs. Which they did, but now they're in a spot where, I mean, like, this is exactly what people are talking about. So Shotzi was on stream yesterday and he basically said, look, I'm delusional. We have delusional confidence. It's basically what he said, right? He's like, look, we're looking dog shit in games, but I know that the matches we're playing in the CDL are not the real us, was kind of his implication. That, like, they're still delusionally confident that they're actually a good team based because their practice has been good as far as he's concerned. And I'm like, hang on a second here. Yeah, that might be a nice mentality to have in theory, but the reality is, let's not just believe we're a good team, right? This has been the problem with this team all year, is that they keep saying, oh, well, we lost in this way, but actually we were quite close to winning. On another day, we would have won. And I just feel like the level of like accountability when they struggle to figure out, okay, what is actually the core issue and what do we need to change, is still not really even there today. Shotzi's just saying, well, in practice, we're cooking, so we're going to figure it out eventually. I'm like, I'm not sure that really works when you've been terrible all year. But, yeah.
I respect the confidence. It's like I respected the confidence when he said we're not shit. I don't know what to say. It's just just say run it back. We're gonna see how it goes. None of this, like, because I think the fans are getting sick of like the
Bro, the fans, like, they get sick of me talking about frying in scrims, right? Because it's a fucking meme. But then today, Shotzi comes out and says, well, in practice, we're looking like this. I'm like, oh my God, but I've got to do it again. And the OpTic fans are in the comments saying, like, look, this Shotzi guy, it's tough, isn't it, right? The OpTic fans are getting frustrated hearing these type of comments.
Yeah, it's... Listen, we don't have to give the fans anything like that. If that's me, I'm just going to go, we're staying with Skies. We believe we can win. Fuck what you've seen. Boom, done and dusted. It doesn't need to be a spiel on, like, we look great in practice, we're delusionally confident. Like, fuck it, bro. The fans are going to stick by you no matter what. But end of the day, like, the results are only going to speak for themselves. It don't matter. Like, I agree with you. It doesn't matter how you play in scrims. It's like my London team. We fried online. Even in the matches we fried online, went to LAN, didn't do as well. So are we good, or are we just online players? So, and like even JP tweeted out, like, I'm sick of being scrim superstars. Like, that's on the players.
Mm-hmm.
If you're frying in scrims and not in matches, I'm sorry, but like, those scrims just aren't going as well as you think they are. That's the way I see it.
No, I think that's a fair take. And then Shotzi also said that they're not going to be streaming scrims anymore because too many people are on ass. It was for the community and everyone's using it for arguments. And I get that, right? Like, look, I don't really mind. It's just like, people just don't like it when they perceive people are flip-flopping around, and you can't have it both ways, right? Like, it can't be simultaneously for the community, and then when you're not playing well and getting cooked for the scrims not going so well, then apparently it's the community's fault for talking about it. But like,
that's what I wanted to say. Like, if
you know
scrims are going great, you'd be streaming them.
Yeah, exactly. So like, be honest with me, right? Like, look, I'm okay with you saying we're getting shit on, we ain't streaming scrims. That's fine. But don't try and give me this bullshit. They're like, oh no, we're not streaming because, you know, people, like, I don't know, some bullshit reason. It's like, no, you're getting shit on, so you're not streaming scrims. That's okay. I get it. But tell me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you can't say we started for the community and then stop saying they're on my ass because that's pretty much what we're saying. We started off because it was for the community, and now we're stopping because the community thinks we're ass.
Yeah, it's like, look, just be honest, right? It's okay. Like, I don't mind. I would
literally sit there and be like, bro, I ain't streaming scrims and just letting you guys just talk shit about us. You can all go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, fair enough. You don't have to stream them, but like, I don't know. I find it funny, but
like this is my thing. If they're scrim superstars, they were losing scrims when they were streaming them. And then they lost in the matches.
That's what I don't get, yeah.
So, are they scrim superstars, or are they just... I don't know, like, because they weren't winning the scrims like they were playing. They weren't winning them all.
No, they were hitting like 4-4s, like little maybe a 5-3 here and there. So, yeah.
They didn't slam anyone like crazy. They slammed like Ravens when they were chalked.
GG says, yeah, but the community didn't appreciate it. It's a fair comment. Did the community not appreciate it? I don't really understand that.
No, the
community had to appreciate it. We talked about it. Like, what? I mean, okay. I guess the point is that we weren't donating to Dashy's stream, right? Because
what do they mean about community appreciation? Like, the fans want to see them win. They ain't winning, and they want to watch them improve, and then they don't improve. So like, what are the? Hey, we appreciate you streaming the scrims at the Shotty. We appreciate that.
Can you win a game? Like, can you win a match, please?
Can we reel it in?
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, the community would appreciate more, certainly OpTic's community, if they won. No, I mean, Covenant's not right. They did at one point slam Faze and look pretty good in practice. Like, that has happened before. But that's a while ago now, man. Beating Faze 7-1 in scrims is a while ago now. Yeah, Scott was hosting watch parties.
When they are quiet, people up in arms for no transparency. When OpTic turns streamers and explain the decision, they get cooked. It's because, in my opinion, that ain't transparency. That's just transparency. That's just he basically said we done it for the community, and then he's turned it off, but isn't just still streaming it for the community. That's the way I see it.
I don't really mind either way, but as you say, it's more about the explanation, right?
It goes to every other pro. And then like the reason they're keeping Skies, just say, you know, we think we can fucking win with this team. Just trust us. That's it. Done and dusted.
Yeah, so Jose says, now you're always on our saying scrim champs. Why would they stream before they get his hate? Which is fair enough. Totally understand that take. But also, they like streaming when they're doing well because then they get gas, right? And also they make more money out of it. That's just, the explanation confuses me a little bit. Because initially it was like, oh, we're doing it for the community. Then Dashy was making it clear that, well, we kind of are, but also I'm also trying to make money off this, which is also totally fair enough. And now we ain't trying to do either of those things. Yeah, of course.
But like, you got to decide, like, is it for the community or is it because you want to make money?
Yeah, I was fine. I don't care. But like,
stick with
the plan, right?
Motherfucker, if I said I'm only streaming scrims if I get 100 gifted, boom, you already know where I'm at. I'm like, if I'm Dashy, bro, that was his main thing. Dashy clearly just said it. He was like, bro, I'm just not making as much money as I thought I would doing this because everyone else is fucking watching my shit.
Okay, turn it off. All good.
It's fine.
Anyway, I'm kind of fed up with this comment, to be fair, but it's just, the bottom line is that you know, there's lots of, I mean, PD said it in there earlier, right, that it feels that there's a lot of OpTic fans almost like turning on Shotzi right now, and I'm not sure that a lot of it's fully fair, but I do, you know, I do get it, right? If I go through these comments here, we're probably going to see some interesting replies that you wouldn't have got a little while ago, right? So it is what it is. I don't really have massive.
You can't
issue
turn
with
on
it,
Shotzi. Like no matter how we say it, but bro, if you're an OpTic fan, you cannot turn on Shotzi at all. Like I'm sorry, it's just you got to look at the year as well. Like it's just been a fucked up year for him, and hopefully next year they ain't gonna be in this situation where they have to make a roster change and another roster change and another roster change.
I mean, yeah, he's getting cooked in the comments, but that's expected. It's COD community. It is what it is. Okay, I know Chris wants some help, so let's have a look. Appreciate Prize Picks for supporting today's content. We've got some matches this evening. If you guys want to get involved, download the app. Link in the description box below. Use code Breaking Point. Claim $50 on your first $5 pick, baby. We've got a couple of big games. These are the 3 games of the night. I think the second game is easier to call. I think we're probably taking Toronto to beat the Ravens on current evidence. But the other 2 games, I really don't know where to go. I mean, the final game is Falcons versus Cloud9, which, look, I'm taking C9 in 5, but I really think I might be faded for this. But
You're taking C9 in 5?
yeah, I'm taking C9 in 5. Days Visions with the 5. Anyone not streaming outside of matches is missing out on free money / growing their own image regardless. Thank you very much. BP username Days_Visions. We will have a look. No, but look, I agree. Obviously, I'm biased in terms of I want the players to stream scrims. So it's difficult for me to comment too much because, you know.
But we also understand it when they don't.
Yeah, exactly. I get it both ways.
So you've got C9 beating Falcons 3-2. Respectfully, I've got C9 beating Falcons like 3-0, 3-1.
Ah, for real? You think they're ass?
Yes. Like they're still bad. Like let's not sugarcoat it.
Yeah, no, I think the major certainly did bring me to that conclusion. Really, like Excellent and Pred, it's a nice little duo.
Your biggest match of the fucking of the event, the biggest match that you're probably playing in your career because you can just knock OpTic out and you just get slammed. But online it was cool, you know.
Mike says Falcons 3 too easy. I think the Pred situation will come to light eventually. Still rumors keep flying around about that. I think eventually
apparently
people will talk about it.
Apparently he's dashing things about.
Oh yeah, he was throwing some shit about. Apparently he threw a controller or some shit. Ayush says, how much bread is it for a super chat? I don't have the numbers. I don't know. It's not like it's bread for a super chat. It's like if you want to support the show, that'd be appreciated, and we'll
give you some bread on.
Exactly, yeah. But it's not like we're not like trading bread for super chats. Just to make it clear. So yeah, appreciate your comments in the stream anyway.
But if you do want to give 500, I will make sure you get 1,000 bread.
Yeah, more than
I will make sure you get 2 packs.
Yeah, a good join. Actually, yeah, the Generational Hair Club members are definitely well positioned.
Yeah, I would prefer if you join the GHC rather than donating because that's numbers. That's like numbers going up. And if you join the GHC, then you probably get a free pack. There you go. That's what.
Yeah, I like that. If you want to join the GHC, you can go to the Breaking Point YouTube channel main page, and then it says join. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Anyway, appreciate all of you gentlemen and ladies as always.
Gentlewomen,
yeah, goes hard. Okay, Surge versus. We'll start from the top. Surge versus Faze. I'm looking at map 1s. I'm assuming that we already have a map set here. We must do because I've seen these numbers are looking higher than they might otherwise have done.
I'll have a look first, Mr. Rab. We have got we got a Volt hard point.
Okay.
A rewind S&D, a Hassie control, a rewind hardpoint, and a protocol.
Wow,
S&D.
let's go. We could have a rewind hardpoint back in for the first time. Pixel versus back at it again with the 10. I love the new Falcons roster. I feel like Exnid shouldn't be at the top in almost every game, though, when he's got 3 world champions on his team. Do not disagree. I think, unfortunately, the new Falcons still a bit fraudulent. But we will see. Well, yeah, I mean, like, they're better. a bit. Also, the other issue is that their control is still so ass, bro. Oh my god, so bad at control, man. I love Clay, but any team that Clay is involved in, their control is just cursed. It is what it is. It's my honest opinion. You know, but all good. You just win just 1-2-4, 1-2-5, 1-4-5.
Just something.
Just something, please. Please win a series. Okay, let's make a little pick. I mean, nasty map 1, 26.5. You gotta think maybe a little over slammage.
Yeah, especially if Faze haven't sorted out their hard point.
But this is the thing, they've only had a couple of days.
Yeah. I want to know how Vancouver bounced back, though, after getting 4-0'd again.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. We'll see. Hit a little nasty one. And then, oh, we got a nice little Dylan Rex. Oh, this Eater Dog's licking her lips at this. 24.5 map 1. I'm thinking we slammed the list. No, so... My bad, Ina. My bad.
And then she'll blame me for laughing because apparently I'm hating too much.
Ina says, is it Clay Ravens at Asa control again? Weren't you addressing the players that remained for last year? It's not just Raven. Like, I'm just looking historically that, Ina, on New York subliners, when Clay was on that team in Cold War, terrible at control. Vanguard, when Clay briefly played, they were terrible at control. The Vegas team, a couple of years ago, atrocious at control. So I'm just saying it's a trend. I'm just saying it's a trend. I'm not saying that other players also can't be terrible at control. It's not like Clay's an idiot, right? I'm just saying that all of his teams historically have been horrific at control, even as a coach. May just be a coincidence. I'm just, pointing out a pattern.
All right. It's just team deathmatch, though, bro.
I know it's not rocket science. And they were good at it in Black Ops 4.
So you gotta think.
You gotta think. So yeah, slamming that Dylan Rex under. But yeah, thanks Prize Pick supported the show as always. Look, these are the 3 games. Surge Faze, I want to know what chat think on this. I've got Surge taking it in 4, but also we don't really know what's happening on the rewinds potentially. So that's brand new back in the map pool. Obviously,
listen, that rewind map is gonna be. That rewind map is going to be interaction galore.
Bang! Got another one from Pixelverse. I've got both the combos. Oh my god, the poll. Hang on. Let me get this poll out of the way.
I got you. I've got both the combos for Toronto, Carolina, 1 to 3 maps below because the control should be a 3-0 if it hits. I'm coming back with a 50 for some bread. Feel free to give me another pack, by the way. Zenji.
Damn, Zenji is cooking today. What an absolute...
I would just like to say we do appreciate everyone that donates, and we don't like we said we don't want to make it out like you donate and just get packs. That's not what we're doing. But anyone that does super chat, we will see what we can do to sort it out. But we don't want to become like one of those like we don't want to become a FIFA.
Well, it's not even paid to play because it's like you can earn packs for free on the website if you just if you interact, which is what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to drop my comment on this.
What comment you put in?
Bread. This is what everyone else puts.
Bread.
Literally everyone else puts bread. But I need to put some emojis here. Which ones do I normally use? I've got my own emoji actually. Shocked Rab. I put that on there. Frequently used.
I got my own emoji.
Clown Shotzi. Oh, Clown Shotzi's tough. Wait, we got a Trey one on there?
Let me comment.
We got an Ace one. We got a Roxas the Stocksman on there. Alright, I'll put a little bread one in. The Rocksman, yeah.
We gotta have a Trey one in there, haven't we?
Bang! We'll 10 bread. 10. See that? 10 bread. 10 bread received.
What's Trey done?
That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, you can visit the match pages, collect your bread. That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll be picking up some bread for this game. But it's pretty good first game back, right? I mean, like Surge versus Faze to kick things off. As I say, I got Surge, I think, taking it just on recent evidence, right? I mean, it's justified. Surge have beaten them the last few times they played them. Faze obviously looked a bit shaky at the major. Didn't make a Sunday for the first time in a while.
Oh my god.
What's good, Dre?
PD just put there's a major like flip flop in the flank in our predictions. The flank have all gone Falcons bar Benjay and Nassim.
Wow, that is very interesting. Should we bring that up real quick?
Yeah. So we got.
Why have they all gone Falcons? It's interesting. Oh, and they've gone mostly Faze as well. Okay, wow, this is going to be a very important day one here. It's going to be very important. I know that fucking OBS disconnected. It's going to... Your guys are going to hit it above refresh again. What is that about? Why does it do this? It doesn't do it very often. Done it a couple of times today, though.
It could be an OBS sync connecting to the server.
Yeah, that's confusing, that is, though.
El Producer.
The thing is, I've dropped 0 frames the whole time. 0 frames have been dropped. It just...
He's dropped 0 frames.
Just disconnected for like 2 seconds, but at least happened at the end of the show, I guess. If you refresh the show, come back. Hopefully the audio ain't messed up again. So sorry about that.
We did get over 200 likes as well, so...
Let's go.
Right.
Good job, stream. Good job, stream, as always. We appreciate all of you. But yeah, these are the predictions of the day. I got Cloud9 taking it, as you can tell, obviously. I just think, yeah, Falcons 5 or 6 is interesting. I kind of agree with what the chat generally said earlier, that bit of a honeymoon phase. I think Cloud9 could come out swinging just a little bit. Don't think anyone's got much faith in Ravens. Feel a bit bad for Ravens, the games that they've played. I mean, they've gone Thieves, Rocket, and now Toronto. Their first 4 with Rex. Kind of tough, but equally, you know, it's not exactly great.
You got beat who's in front of you, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But,
you're telling me it's not rough for Spart and Cap coming in? Look who they got to play too.
Yeah, their upcoming games are difficult. Who's that dog next to Easy Mac? Oh God, that's my dog right there. Oh mate, you're probably talking about his missus rather than Lion Man. I don't know, maybe you're not.
What?
Like he's looking at the graphic, I think. He's saying, who's that dog next to Easy Mac? I don't know if he was talking about Lion or not.
The fuck?
Search of breakers, says Suhail. I mean, look, they might be breakers in grand finals. Are they breakers online? I don't think so.
No, they don't break. They literally only break in the finals.
Oh my God, Enid's yapping as she goes. The second match, why weren't Merc and Beans able to help Ravens SMG duo win? Well, with Kleenex and Jay, they become contenders, and Jay isn't a slave by any means. It's honestly too many words, Enid, for me to comprehend right now. But yeah, I'll read out your comment, you know what I'm saying? That's all we do. That's all we do here. Keep it respectful. Address the question. Look at this. Look at her go. Oh my God. I'll adjust the question for fucking... No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say super chat, but I'm not going to say that.
They're just better. There you go. They're just better.
They're just better. Look, I'm rooting for Rex as much as you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm rooting for Rex to work on this team as much as you are. I'm hoping it works. Because I don't want your reputation tarnished either. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, big games tonight. Go on.
He has to fry this series. It can't be another 0.6 or another 0.7. It literally can't be. Otherwise, I'm not using that excuse of he just throws his life to try and help it win. That's not helping him win. Like, he's been brought in to fucking slay, get some kills. It can't be another 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. It literally can't be. Like, impossible to win that way.
It's not my reputation, Zena. I don't know about that. What about, think about this tweet. Dallas Empire say, retweet if you miss us.
Oh, I did see that. I did. Now I'm thinking.
You thinking?
Astro joins up with Alcatzia.
Oh, that's an interesting take, actually.
But I don't believe that will happen. I'm only spitballing just because obviously the Saudis want to buy in and it is expensive to run like a CDO team. The only reason I don't see that happening is because any Saudi Arabian team that comes in, they're going to want to run the show. They're going to want to be like, I said it to a few people, like, bro, any Saudi team that's going to come in, they've all got bread. Like, let's just make, like, they've all got money. They can all compete with Falcons, and they're going to want to be bigger than Falcons. They're going to want to be better than Falcons. So they'd probably just join on their own accord.
Yeah, I think the thing is for Dallas, like they're probably not gonna turn up until expansion happens, if it does. So I can't really see it happening in that way quite yet. But I guess we'll see about that. But it's exciting to think about that they actually tweeted out from this account again. Even that was kind of nice to see because it's been a minute. Saw Hastro in Dallas when I was there end of March, and I did ask him about Dallas Empire, whether they'd bring it back. And it's something that's, it's potentially on the agenda. But for now, they're not rushing back in. Let's just put it that way, right? They're not like, shit, we've got to come back into COD. Let's do whatever it takes to make it happen. They're going to be sensible about it, how and when they come back in. So we'll see. Yeah, good question. I mean, EWC roster lock incoming May 15th. Will they take a COD team to the EWC? The point with the roster lock is, I think Eno said this to me the other day, and I thought this was the case because I think it was. Last year, there also was a roster lock, but it was a bit flexible, let's say. I think it was a bit flexible.
Yeah, that was also because they dropped it like pretty late. Now it's not late. Everyone's known for like 2 months now.
That is true. But also, like, do we really need the roster lock? Like,
I think it makes it better.
I mean, maybe it does. I'm always in favor of more roster mania, right? So, like, that's my opinion. But also, if the World Cup is in July, which it is, do we need 2 months that the rosters have to be the same before then? I mean, I don't really see why it's necessary. I feel like if the team said,
the rosters are, there could only be really 4 teams that change though.
No, I agree. I mean, but like if you're
and you can't really you can't let 4 teams change while the other teams go to champs.
No, I get, but I mean they did last year, didn't they? Maybe we shouldn't allow that to happen again. I get it, but if you're dog shit at champs or if you don't even qualify for champs,
yeah, pick up a sub player.
That's true. That the option is there. That is true.
Just put 2 players in your sub. Put 2 players in your sub bench. You pay him minimum whatever the state is. You could pay him literally dirt shit, and then bring him in for EWC.
For sure, absolutely for sure. That is a good option. That is a good point. What else have I got to bring up? Okay, just quickly we'll go through them. Rest of the games on the weekend. These are the 3 games of today. Tomorrow, Falcons play again. This time they play Rocker.
Win.
Big win for Rocker. They get that nice little 10 points on the board there. If Cloud9 win tonight, Rocker have to bounce back as well. Because, if OpTic stink up the joint, could be a Cloud9 Rocker, could be quite important. But, an OpTic don't have the easiest start either. Then it's Ravens Boston. I mean...
Boston.
Yeah. My boys. Let's keep pushing. OpTic plays Surge. Thieves play Heretics. Thieves. Generates play Heretics.
Just go to the next one.
And then Cloud9 play Ultra. And then the final series of the weekend is Atlanta Faze versus the Los Angeles Thieves. So, we got some banger games on paper here. I think that, honestly, today is possibly the most difficult day to call. Like, the other days, there are some heavier favorites, whereas tonight, like, the first and the last series, I don't really know what to expect. So Hell says bangers. Got a feeling this weekend's going to be fire. If they can't even make champs, at least let us make them as many changes as they want. I don't disagree with that. But, like, as I say, I'm biased.
Oh, quickly, just whilst I was watching a minimap yesterday, they have changed control spawns.
Oh, interesting. Oh, because they're playing new patch now, aren't they?
Yeah, the control spawns are way different. They're actually so much worse. And, like, you're going to see a lot of the times, like, a 4 dead is genuinely going to win someone the round. Like, crazy.
So you're thinking LA Thieves might be cooked?
No, because you can control them, and a team like LA Thieves is actually going to dominate.
They
some
might
of
be
these
even better,
teams.
like in the new scrims. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think are they on a different patch? I'm not too sure. New patch apparently next week, according to PD.
Okay, interesting. So this week's the same. Okay, that makes sense.
After this show, Rab, I'll show you like what I mean, and you're going to be like, "Wow, control might be cooked."
Okay, interesting. I like the sound of that. Right, thanks all for watching. I mean, look, if map 1 starts literally right now, I might stick around and watch it. In about half an hour, I'm going to go live and do a little pre-show for the F1 qualifying, which is happening in an hour or so's time. So I'm going to have a little busy evening out here because it's the Miami Grand Prix weekend. I'm not there. You know, Trey, if we went to Miami, we could have stayed another weekend for the Grand Prix. Wouldn't that have been gorgeous?
Yeah, but like, no.
That's what I thought as well.
Like, or we could have just skipped Miami and just gone to F1 Miami.
We could have done that, yeah. Crim's there, that's all I know. Crim's there with his boy Charles Leclerc. So
nice. Happy for him.
What time's qualifying tomorrow for the Grand Prix? Qualifying tomorrow, I think, is at 9 p.m. BST, 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's kind of later than normal. Typical, and the Grand Prix starts at the same time as well. Ina says, "Yeah, I told you that. There is so much to do in the rest of the US." Yeah, I think it's time for a little road trip powered by Bell Fiber. What do you think, Trey?
Ooh, I don't know.
We might need to hit up a little national park. Get the Ina Dog recommendations.
Bro, you know what we should do, Rab? Bro, we can even do it whenever you want to do it, but after an event, let's just spend a week after just vibing out somewhere nice.
It's not a bad idea. I've heard worse ideas.
Like if we,
that.
Rab, if we go EWC, let's just book an extra 2 weeks out there.
No, I've actually thought about this. If we go EWC, I'm trying to see some other countries. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm trying to pop into like Oman, couple days in Muscat, couple days in I don't know, Bahrain. Stop by.
Little trip to Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Jordan. Okay, yeah. Sure. So.
I don't know. I just threw it out there.
Yeah, just I don't know if I'm popping into Jordan.
Tour of the Middle East.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go. The game is on, and it's on the background. It's a Volt. You know what? Volt's a bit of a banger. We'll watch this one. We'll watch this one. You can show Rab your old NYC stomping grounds.
Oh, Rab, let me take you to NYC, twin.
Oh,
You've never been, have you?
No, I've never been New York, no.
Bro, New York is so fucking good, man.
We'll stay in Ina's penthouse.
I got a few people over there with a penthouse, Rab. We could.
Oh. Uh-oh. All right, baby. Surge, you're up 10. Faze is still washed a hard point. I am here. I am here. I will say, Lineman has cooked up a lovely graphic for us, but it's not perfect when you're trying to watch the game, sort of a bit. It's not the perfect size.
Has he done one for the games?
Nah, it's okay, though, honestly.
I was thinking, hey Rab, what are you thinking about if I just make us like 4 random shirts, alright? Because you know I was cooking with my little clothing brand back in the day.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm thinking about a little dope check, generational hater club merch that only me and you have at the event.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
And we'll I'm thinking about a little polo too, like a little polo one.
Oh, that's
embroidery.
That is all. I'm all over that. A little polo. Little polo with Dallas. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I love a polo.
I'm thinking we do that. It will probably take me like a week and a half. Get those shipped out, and then we'll wear them over there.
Ina says you got to sleep in the bathtub of her penthouse.
We can top and tail in there. We just kick Ina out.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Pay her in Diet Coke.
Yeah. Oh, Neptune gets fried. Just gonna move this up slightly. You guys already know who's playing each other. See more of the minimap this way. No, I need to make that thumbnail for the pre-show actually. Good. Oh. I had nasty on a little over here. Over 25.5 or something.
That's sick. With a pistol right now. fucking James Bond.
I might need to hear a little 2x.
Yeah, I'm 59-33 right now.
There we go. Oh my god.
We got to improve big time. Yeah, there's probably one you want to lose. It's probably this or the next one. It's not the final one. I think this one first major four based on how history has gone. Yeah, with teams often winning.
Oh, they're about to get broken.
You know, the last two events, but it's a little different this year with the gap.
Maybe.
Between, right?
Yeah, because Sim didn't get that coach.
Yeah, Sim done though.
So that'll be like the first time we've really had.
You gotta think though, how do they get broke so easy?
In a couple of months. Well, it's like four, right? Verse 2, 3 or 4. I thought it like double.
It's a Rambo Ray masterclass, man.
We'll see. But Surge still holding on to a bit of an.
I love looking at the YouTube chat. A guy called Ryan Crane. I'm better than these guys. I'm better than these bums.
Honestly, like, sometimes when you watch, you don't think it looks that crazy. It's mainly because they have the, like, the X-ray, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it does look easy, but like it ain't.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like it's not easy to shoot straight.
Actually, in these days,
Nah, you know, I can't do it from the UK, but like if we get someone in the US to do it on my behalf, but I can log into the website from the UK. It just won't let me post anything.
I'm thinking a little VPN action, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little VPN. It doesn't let you do it on the VPN though. It's too smart like that.
Nah,
Did I watch
not the
that
shit I
Rambo video? You watch that Rambo video, Ram? I mean, I saw Rambo talk about Surge. They practice from the start of the year, but I don't really, I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. Did either of you or Trey partake in Rambo's Twitter Q&A while he was on the plane? Honestly, no. I was just happy to see him tweeting. Oh, guns!
I don't really be using Twitter like that.
You don't have much of an opening right now. Surge, you're already fighting in your front door. Yeah, Draw's got one of those spawns, one of those split spawns, so that's set up a free 2 for him. You had the pressure through the front, you still do. Off spawn, Draw's right back into it. He's leading the way. He struggled versus his Surge team just a week ago at Miami Major.
It's better. So we can see the minimap now.
Well, maybe he feels like he could be the benefactor.
There he is, 61. Almost every card I've got from packs are players who have been dropped this year. It's tough. There should be like an option to resell your players for some bread.
Discard.
Yeah, like discard. Like you don't get all your bread back, but like if you pull some dog shit, you can just get rid of him for some.
I think you go to discard a player for like 25 bread.
Yeah, something exactly. Yeah, something like that. I discard Wixel for 25 bread. No disrespect to Wixel, but he ain't coming back in, is he? Let's be real.
You know, Lime actually do some coaching cards too. Like get Crowder on there.
We were talking about like what to do for F1 for the cards. Because like in COD you've got 48 players, which is already quite a lot. And then you've got obviously more come in. But in F1 you've got 20 drivers, right? So like it's not that many cards. So we were thinking, okay, we're going to have team principals adds another 10. Potentially like pit crews, like cars. And then, you know what I'm saying? So we could do the same in COD for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you can even do the brands too.
And this is genius idea. What's that to? Getting bread with discarding cards. There's a bit of a delay on YouTube, so I'm not sure which one of my ideas are genius, but I know that there's quite a few of them. Appreciate you,
and we have a lead change. And we have another lead change.
He's out line. He's out of right. One's there. He's in your front right hill. He's pushing out cat, I think. I'm gonna wrap this guy right. You guys kill that front. It's over. It's over.
I legit. This is another one. I legit can't tell these guys are pro based on the way this game plays. It's just like they slide around and shoot, get beamed themselves, respawn and repeat.
Oh, you want to hit a shot?
Like any other randomly.
Oh, you can't be getting 2-piece like that. Oh, these guys are trash.
Beezy's having slow games recently.
The Beezy's on his Kenny era. Excuse me. Ignore me. Just smoke that guy.
He did just tuck him in.
Absolutely tucked him to bed. Alright, down 50. Let's see if they can bring it back. Big kill from 04 though. They got a little pinchy one. They're not ready for nasty. Yeah, they are.
Phase's comms compared to Toronto's are like night and day, bro.
Just listen for Cell and listen to what he sounds like. Oh, you can't be getting smoked like that, Legends.
Faze breaking, still struggling there on the P4. It was Surge, though, that were locking it down. Let's hear the comms now from Surge.
Oh, we got another listener. PD says, question to Trey since 18. Did you used to get MC's comms? Because I struggled to understand about that. Yeah, similar to what I just said.
Yeah, 100%. But like everyone was like always questioning like EU comms.
Sure.
Because it was like, what, Dad? You know, it kind of like matched our comms anyway.
I hear you.
There was like one time where he said something. I go, what the fuck did you just say? But you just gotta kind of predict what he means on the mini map.
Gotta get a little twisted. Oh. Oh, you can't lose that.
Why did he chow that though?
Do we want to trade? Yeah, okay. Wait, this is so scrappy, man. Oh my god.
Fucking hell. Shoots that pistol and he's slower, mate. It's like a bow action.
Your trigger finger's pretty nice back in the day, huh?
Oh, it's fucking elite.
Yeah.
I pride myself on that fucking thing. Having a good trigger finger is such a on a game that has a pistol that doesn't have a fire rate cap is such a crutch.
Yeah.
We're moving to the first listen in with Faze. Surge, a couple chances to maybe run away with this one, but the fact is they've held on to a lead throughout. Now we get to the start of this.
Well,
the
it's
issue
going
is
down
this
to the
pistol in
wire.
this game sucks ass.
You gotta imagine they're gonna somehow have to win this on P4.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh.
so maybe now you're
Oh, he's cooked.
Bro, that looks silky. Every
Yeah,
kill
that
he
was
just
hella
like,
nice.
slid along.
loves this matchup. He just did it.
Oh, I thought he stuck him.
Round one at Miami, fried Faze, doing it again here in map one, and this is the problem. Right when we got to the listen, this is what we talked about. Can they finally break through a P3 and a P4?
Oh.
And break the spawns at Surge.
Big play from Neptune there.
But our best teams can do
Yep.
it right now. Faze
Oh.
should find an opening.
Yeah, this is a great play if they spawn there, yep.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's cooking. Okay, perfect. Hit the rotate.
Oh my
god. Oh, and he's got... Oh, he's played this so well, man. He did whiff a little bit, but it's all good. They should spawn good.
Nah, he just won on this rotation.
Yeah.
They kind of know it, right? You're fighting top R, you're fighting the hill.
Uphill battle if they've got the perfect setup.
So they have to deal with it.
No,
Ooh,
don't chow.
that. Nice.
Yeah, it's just sort of, again, can we somehow
Picking up number 6.
Boozer's gonna drop a 40.
Yeah. I mean, this is just an absolute masterclass.
What was nasty for? 26, 24?
Yeah, oh shit, we need like one more. I think it was...
Oh!
I think it was 25 and a half, I think. He got 27
Oh,
anyway.
got
We got it. Wow. Okay, what a banging game one. That's a game one. But like, Surge just like, they're calm about it. They just won. Yeah, nice. Good map. Just beat Faze, one map. No stress.
Yeah. It's because Nasty just spilled his drink all down him.
I'm Faze, I'm losing full.
He just lost aura.
I know that those OpTic fans enjoy this Faze downfall. I mean, there's not much else to enjoy, so you might as well.
Simp's drinking from a red cup. What's he sipping on there? Little crown apple.
Looking like another 3-2 stage for Faze.
Hey, that's how me and you are going to be when we're on that first day when we get to the cocktail bar at the hotel.
Yeah, we will. Yeah. Oh, I'm so ready for that. Good map from Surge. Boozer drops 36. Beezy brought it back a little bit, but not good enough. Damn, Cell 20 and 30. Don't see that every day. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. Great appreciate it, as always. We will be back on Monday with a little dopey check. You know how it is. I don't know why I say that. I only say that precisely.
Don't be check.
I only say that like right at these moments, but all good. Yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. we'll be back having a good time. And take care. Thanks for the super chats. Hope you enjoy your bread.